Hello students, this is Neha Mathur and today we are going to discuss star delta transformation, or you can say star delta conversion. See, as we discussed for all the electrical and electronics network, how we can solve that networks to find the appropriate current or voltage across any branch. So almost all the theorems are discussed in the playlist of the network theory, but the important thing is how we can calculate the equivalent resistance for any of the circuit. So in order to find the solution of this problem, we are going to discuss star delta transformation. But before starting the topic, consider to subscribe my channel and click on bell icon to get updated videos. Fine. So our today's topic is star delta transformation. See, if you have any of the circuit and your task is to find the current or voltage across any of the branch of the circuit, in that case you will have to apply any one of the relevant theorem to find the current or voltage across that. But with this, with the application of the particular theorem, the second important thing is sometimes we are not able to find the R equivalent for the relevant circuit. So in that case, the reason is because we are not able to identify the proper connections between all the resistance, because they are not directly connected in the form of series or in a parallel. If the resistors are connected in a series manner, you can directly add them to find the equivalent resistance. Similarly, if the resistance are in a parallel form, then you can make like 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 and you can find your R equivalent directly. This is a direct approach, but sometimes in electrical and electronics networks, we are not able to identify the proper connection between resistors, whether they are in a series connection or in a parallel connection. In that case, we will have to use star delta transformation, which is a topic for today's class. So I am just considering one situation, just an example. If you are identifying that in your complex circuit, 3 resistors are connected in such a manner that they looks like this, but this is a part of some another circuitry. So in that case, you are not able to find the equivalent for the combination of such kind of situation. This type of situation is considered as an delta, because looks like delta, del. Now the task is you will have to convert that delta into star form, and the star form looks like this. So just you will have to just convert that star form into that delta form into a star, and the star looks like this. Now after the conversion of this delta into a star form, now there is no need to draw this delta form. You can replace that delta from this star, and definitely after the conversion from star to delta to star, you will be able to identify the relevant relation between resistors. You will be able to understand the connection present in the form of series or parallel. Meanwhile, the second approach is not only you can convert delta to star, the second approach is if the circuit is in the form of star, then such conversion is also possible. That means you can also convert a relevant star form into delta. Now the thing is how we will find the appropriate resistance when we are going to convert delta to star or star to delta. So now just making a simple diagram, I am writing the formula which is required to convert delta to star or star to delta. And I am again repeating that this situation is required, the conversion from star to delta and delta to star is only required when you are directly not able to identify the connection between resistors, whether they are in series, whether they are connected in a series manner or in a parallel manner. If you are directly able to find series or parallel, then there is no need to go with such kind of calculations. You can directly add them in a series manner, while you can directly make a reciprocal of resistance to get the parallel connection. But if the direct observation is not possible, in that case you will have to use this approach. So come with the first conversion, that is delta to star. Delta looks like this, three resistors R1, R2 and R3, and you want to convert that resistance into a star. Now just to avoid misunderstanding, I am taking the different representation RA, RB, RC. So when you are going to convert that delta into a star, then you will get three new resistance RA, RB and RC. The value of RA can be calculated with the help of these two resistance. Since RA is an intermediate between R1 and R2, so it will be R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2 plus R3. See, RA means the resistance is going to be like this. So this is a replacement of R1 and R2. So the equivalent will be R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2 plus R3. Similarly, for the calculation of RB, the RB is an intermediate between R1 and R3. So it will be like this, R1 R3 upon R1 plus R2 plus R3. Similarly, your RC is the equivalent of R2 and R3. So you can calculate the value of RC with the help of R2 R3 upon R1 plus R2 plus R3. Now the first step is, whenever you want to convert your delta into a star, you will have to firstly calculate the relevant resistance in the form of RA, RB and RC, and you will definitely get some appropriate values like 10 ohm, 20 ohm, 40, depends on R1, R2 and R3. After that, the second step is, now after the calculation of RA, RB and RC, you can replace that circuit having R1, R2 and R3 by a star like this. Fine. Now this is the equivalent circuit after the conversion of delta form into a star. Since this is going to be a part of a complex circuit, after the conversion from delta to a star, you will be definitely able to understand the direct connections between resistance, whether they are available in the series form or in the parallel form. So this is going to be very helpful whenever you are going to calculate the equivalent resistance in the case of complex circuit. The same condition is also applicable in the case of the second conversion, which is star to delta. If in your given particular circuit you are directly able to find that the situation or a complexity of the resistance looks like this, after that you can convert that conversion. In this situation, you can convert your this star form into delta, and delta is again looks like this. And just to avoid the misunderstanding bit of the representation of the resistance, I am again considering R1, R2 and R3. Now in your given circuit you have RA, RB and RC, and now you want to calculate R1, R2 and R3. Just opposite from the previous case. In the previous case, in the delta to star, R1, R2 and R3 was given, and you want to find RA, RB and RC, but in this case star form is given and you want to convert that form into delta. So now the thing is, how we can calculate R1, R2 and R3. See, R1, for the calculation of this R1, which will be equivalent of the circuit in the form of this branch, the process is multiplication of each of the two resistance, and then their sum, like RA, RB plus RB, RC plus RC, RA, divided by the opposite branch. In this case, R1 is going to be considered over here, so the opposite branch will be RC, so divided by RC. Similarly, in the calculation of R2, when you want to calculate that R2, the upper term will be same, RA, RB plus RB, RC plus RC, RA, but the division, now in this case the opposite term is RB, so it is divided by RB.
Similarly, for the calculation of RC, the upper term will be same and the bottom and the denominator of the equation will be the opposite term, and this is RA. So again, the value of RA, RB and RC is going to be given in your circuit, and you can convert this star in the form of delta with the help of this formulas. You can calculate the value of RA1, R2 and R3 and replace that circuit in the form of delta. And I am 100% sure after the proper conversion, after the application of the proper conversion star to delta and delta to star, once you will be able to find the proper values of relevant resistance, you will be able to observe the directly connections between resistance, whether they are available in the form of series and parallel. Once you will have to make a proper conversion. So this is all about the star to delta or delta to star conversion, and there are several questions. We have a list of several questions based on star to delta and delta to star conversions, or I can say that we have some circuits which is a part of a complex electrical electronic circuit, and in that case you will have to apply a particular theorem to find the current or voltage across a branch. So in the next video I am going to discuss some interesting questions, some important question which will cover almost all the concepts of resistance calculation, directly resistance calculation, star delta conversion, or the questions based on important theorems. So in the next video we will discuss, but before attempting to the question, I will suggest you that follow all the concept of related to networks theory, so that you will be make more confident yourself during the calculation, during the practicing of the question. From the next videos we will start to apply all those concepts in questions. So we will discuss in the next video. Thank you, and if you are following the concepts, consider to subscribe my channel and click on bell icon, like it, subscribe it and share it with your friends. Thank you so much.